We got a classic for you guys tonight. Welcome to all the people who immediately raided the second we started. Hello to you all. Welcome to Thingus. I'm Meredith, and this is my brother Joe, and we play old-ass video games on mostly on their original hardware every Wednesday night, and through doing that, we often remember weird old shit from when we were kids, and we sort of muse on you know, the issues of the day, right?
Yeah.
Right? We have a bit of a gentleman's chat in here on the issues of the day, and we talk about art and creation and video game design and you know, just some good shit. That's what we talk about. Hello, Knitted Sweater. So I know you guys. I think I saw you stream Perfect Ties one time, and it was a good one too. You guys did a very thorough characterization of the voices. That was a really good one. Very memorable. So thanks for playing and thanks for coming with your raid tonight.
Thanks for raiding. By the way, to raid someone, you just say raid.
I don't know how to do it.
Why is it so hard?
Because I'm 94.
Meredith, I'm not joking. I'm dying on Twitch. I need you to raid me.
Oh my god. Okay, well, first of all, I just found out that you even stream on Twitch. I didn't know that before now.
Well, no one does. I stream to one viewer, and it's probably just me.
Right, you raided me with a party of one. What are you drinking tonight, Joe?
This one is strawberry lemonade spindrift. Sparkling water. Sparkling.
Wait, we have strawberry lemonade and pink lemonade, or is it the same thing? Because mine is not quite strawberry.
It says strawberry and lemonade on it.
Okay, 2 different flavors. Meredith age confirmed. Wait, how did I confirm my age? Oh, right, I said I was 94.
Yeah, well, you're grandma.
I'm grandma, but you know what? You know what?
What?
Grandma's cooking.
That's right. Grandma's been in the kitchen while we've been spinning our little dreidels.
Watching our shitty imitation movies on VHS. Out of obligation to her, who bought them for us. That's right. Grandma bought us Kimba the White Lion, and we're watching it not knowing that The Lion King is a shitty adaptation of that, and this is the OG good shit. But we're just watching it because we love Grandma. Meanwhile, Grandma's got all kinds of good shit going on in the kitchen. Grandma's making video games for us.
Yeah, Grandma knows how to make games now. This is literally an example of a mature technology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grandma's on REMP. Right? Grandma's making a VN.
A VN?
All right. You must have played a visual novel at some point, but I will admit that that's probably not your bag, baby.
No, I heard VN and I thought you were saying Grandma made a VM, like a virtual machine.
No. A visual novel. So basically a game where there's like a beautiful man on the screen and he's like, hi. And you decide whether you want to say hi or like hi with a question mark. What will it be? The answer is very important.
And this is the kind of game Grandma's making?
Well, it wouldn't be hard for Grandma to make it. Grandma could be making games in Twine. Grandma thinks that scene's a little dead now, but she's still fucking around with it every once in a while. Grandma's making bitsy games every now and then. Grandma's dabbling in Pico 8. So, where do you think these levels and monsters are taken from?
I don't know, but it feels like the entire game is taken from another game.
Yeah.
Like they just put Mario's
They just
head
put
on
Mario
some
in.
other
Yeah, because
game.
this actually all feels pretty uniform. aside from the fact that it's Mario. And like for some reason his head is kind of turning while he walks.
Well, that's the same in Mario 3. His head turns while he walks.
Right. So they're, well, it doesn't look like that though.
No, the
Something's
timing
wrong.
is all wrong.
Yes. Does Grandma have a Newgrounds account? She did.
Everyone who has a Newgrounds account is a grandma.
Grandma's making Scarlet Hollow, yes.
No! All right,
All right. Want to check out Doki Doki Panic?
I was gonna show like one more thing on the EverDrive.
Sure. Yeah. We'll fuck around with the EverDrive, and then we're going to show you guys the Famicom disk system, which is what we're technically using right now, but we're just using an EverDrive, which is not really taking advantage of the capabilities of the Famicom disk system. So is this a translation of the original?
Yeah, this is an official translation that got leaked, and then Nintendo actually made it, but they never released it.
Fuck. Well, it's already beautiful. You can tell they take it very seriously. So I'm guessing, like, Toby Fox has played this, right?
Oh yeah, probably at the same age that I played it. I was like 12.
Where'd you find it?
It's just like somebody had found this prototype, like they'd stolen it or something and sold it on the internet to some fan, and the fan he flashed it like onto computer, like he took the cart and made it into this ROM.
Wow. and as a result, untold thousands have played this game who would never have found it otherwise.
Yeah, this game would never have gotten to us. Although Mother 3 was never translated officially, and the fans just did it themselves.
They just did it themselves. Right. I've seen like a fake looking card of Mother 3 at Retro Game Junkie.
Right.
Yes, it's true that Famicom had better sound. We're gonna play a couple games that were not released in the US on this thing that have like really, really good music. Never forget that Toby Fox made an Earthbound ROM hack where the doctor calls you a slur.
Yeah, we saw it. It was at that store we went to.
Oh, yeah?
Next to Mother 3.
Oh, okay.
I pointed it out, and I kind of had... It was one of those things I had to explain to you.
Okay. Wait, is the whole point that the doctor calls you a slur, or is that incidental?
It's just part of the final boss dialogue.
Oh, I see.
What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food?
Yeah, like for the game. The game's asking.
Let's go with spaghetti.
Okay.
You know, there are other foods that excite me more, but there's nothing quite as good as the humble spaghetti.
Yeah, that was good.
Right? Spaghetti.
I love spaghetti.
I was really disappointed when I ate all the spaghetti before the meatballs were done. Because there's nothing quite like biting into meatballs and spaghetti.
Yeah. In Earthbound, which is the sequel to this, you can just say don't care, and it'll give you the defaults. And if you keep saying don't care, it'll give you other options like spaghetti. But the default is steak.
Steak. Steak is good. But I've left it behind.
Yeah.
I'll never leave behind spaghetti. So was the creator of these games inspired by any sort of science fiction? Or is this just very, very personal?
I think that this is someone from Japan's idea of America. Mm-hmm. And it's like an idea of America that's a little antiquated, even for this game. It's like
mid-century America.
yeah, like a 1950s idealistic America that's like idealistic but also being attacked by aliens and zombies.
Sure. Nintendo.
Yeah,
Oh, that's you.
Your character is Nintendo.
Oh, right, because his name would be Ness.
Yeah.
Was Nintendo like the default name? Like the true name?
Yeah, it's the true name, but it's also not. It's not. There's no default in this game, so I guess I just know that because there was like a whole community devoted to this game and
Right.
to Earthbound.
Yes.
And to Earthbound 64, which was canceled already at the time in
I
like
see.
2001. Because like when I got Smash Brothers Melee, I didn't know who Ness was. I didn't know the game he was from.
That's right.
So like it got me to actually play that game, and then I found out after I beat it that there was another game from earlier, and that Earthbound is actually a sequel. So this one was called Earthbound Zero by the not the translator, the modder who flashed the cart,
Right.
or
Wow.
whatever the process is called.
I mean, that's so damn cool that because of one person, this game is available.
Yeah.
It shows the power we all have to do good with through piracy.
Oh yeah. This was a perfectly good game that they just said they weren't going to release.
Why didn't they? Because I mean, releasing a game involved so much in those days. You would have had to produce the cartridges and distribute them and market them.
But the hard part is over, isn't it?
The making the game?
Well,
I don't know.
translating it.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things die when they're done or nearly done because oh, it's like a Cupid doll.
Yeah.
This is also like an American thing from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Cupid dolls were created by a woman named Rose. I'm blanking. Let me get just a bit of information so I'm not just stopping right there with it. It's fascinating how I feel like we associate Cupid dolls with like mayonnaise in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think of mayonnaise.
Rose O'Neill is the creator, and she, in her time, was the highest paid illustrator. She was also the creator of the Campbell Soup Kid. So she's a cartoonist, and
Wow.
yeah.
I hated those kids.
Well, you have her to thank / blame for all of it, but she was a big success in her time.
Yeah, I mean, Mayonnaise Baby is fine. I just don't like the Campbell Soup Kids.
Well, I'm sure she got paid extremely well to make them.
Yeah. They're like the Cabbage Patch Kids. They're like bloated.
Yes, they are. But I love her illustrations. She made like little comic strips or like single panel comics about them.
Yeah.
And it was cute. You know, it was appealing in its time, and she was a good illustrator. So like, it wasn't just like cloying and like awful to look at like marketing imagery. There was a life to it at some point.
So like, how are they able to use that image in this game?
Because it's 100 years ago. Like,
Okay.
Anybody can make Cupid. I mean, I'm sure. I don't think Gabby's here tonight. She can't explain to us the legality of, like, for instance, making your own mayonnaise. You probably can't do that. But you could use the Cupid doll in other ways. Like, that's not. And I don't think anybody can patent that. Or if they could, that's different from having the rights to the image. A Cupid is like an orc or a
Yeah.
it's a mythical creature.
Yeah, wait, does an orc have a creator, like a known creator?
I think it's like a very old mythical creature.
Yeah.
Tolkien did not create
No.
orcs. Oh, when you were today years old, you found out. Which one of us are you surprised streams?
Well, I had to cancel. I had to end my Twitch stream because it was like giving me a warning saying there was too high of a bit rate.
No.
I was doing like a multi-stream.
Oh man, this shit sucks more every day, doesn't it?
Yeah. Internet's not working now.
Internet's not working. Well, I'm mad because they're closing Twitch Studio. They made this perfectly good program that allows you to make a simple stream, and I don't use it for this stream, but I use it for my solo dev stream. And they're just getting rid of it because we can't have nice things, I suppose. You've been off Twitter for a while, so you didn't see the links. Oh, well, I mean, I've been off Twitter for a while too. I really just go on there because, you know, I go on there because there are still people who are following me on there, and I need to let them know what I'm up to. But I think we're all kind of, like, I'm actually optimistic about this period of the internet right now, because I think we're doing a little bit of a refining of all the things that we like, without relying too heavily on any one social media platform.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel. I feel like I'm reconnecting with a lot of people who I kind of, I lost track of because I just, you know, I don't look at Twitter every day. And I was afraid to stop looking at Twitter every day because I was afraid that was going to happen. And it did. But now I'm finding that that's fine, because some things will become part of my past, and that's okay. And then some things, I will find them again. If I'm curious, if I'm looking for the good shit, they're gonna pop up again. Awesome. I love this.
So this crow actually was holding a cigarette in the original.
Meh, see? Beat it, kid. You bother me. Well, it's good to see you again, Hungriest Clone. Welcome back. Isn't it great to be off Twitter?
Yeah.
Isn't it great to be off Twitter for a while?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
No more I do so declare about everything.
Okay, so the other day I was talking to Mike about this this idea that, like, I think microblogging of all kinds is not good. But there's a spectrum, right? And the spectrum goes from federated to right? Okay. So on the federated side, obviously Mastodon is the farthest. The cranks, the Linux cranks,
yeah,
who are all being little sysadmins and running their Twitter their Tweety service on that, right?
Uh-huh.
Next, you've got Blue Sky, which is identical to Twitter, except that they don't run ads. You know, they purposely they do everything with purpose, and they don't run ads, but they're also behaving very Twitter-like there. Then you've got Twitter, the classic, the original. Really,
just like
really
Coca-Cola.
Like Coca-Cola. Really, really
the
terrible.
The real thing.
The real thing. There's no cocaine in it anymore. It's just bad for you. Everyone acts like a crazy person on there, but it's the original, so like there is some semblance of the culture there, right?
Yeah.
Of the culture that has been built there, that hasn't been completely lost. So you can kind of fool yourself into thinking there's something there. And then you've got, shit, I don't even remember what it's called. What's the Facebook one? Yeah. Then you've got
Threads.
You've got Threads, yes, which I'm hearing is the worst possible experience.
Okay.
It's Twitter for people who think what Facebook shows them, and like what like the experience that Facebook gives them with Facebook and Instagram is fine. It's for people who raw dog the internet.
Yeah.
Right? People who look at every ad and consent to every cookie.
Yeah. I hate that euphemism so much, but I've been thinking it and saying it. Raw dogging the internet.
Raw dogging the internet.
I said I'm sick of it. I'm sick of raw dogging the internet. And I'm blocking those fucking cookies now.
Yeah, blocking
Can
those
we do you want to accept cookies? Every website, all on the same day, start doing that shit. We're still in that era.
We're still in that era. Even grandma's not accepting all those cookies anymore.
No, grandma could bake better cookies at home.
That's right. You never use Twitter, but a friend invited you to Blue Sky and you enjoy it because you never leave the following tab. That is the benefit of Blue Sky is that it never forces you to look at anything you don't want to look at. So that obviously does make it better than Twitter. When do you think Blue Sky is gonna run out of money?
I mean, what do you think is gonna happen to it? It's just gonna like disappear?
Well, like a network like that, as far as I can understand, is like extremely expensive to run, right? To have that many people and that many people like working to maintain it. I
don't know.
I'm on co-host and they're always in danger of running out of money. Every month it's touch and go. I think co-host is the best, personally. That's where I spend all my time now. And
so then it's going to be like Wikipedia, where you have to pay for it.
I'm okay with that.
Are there any ads?
No.
So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's better.
That's why
it's not forming its entire site around the ads.
No.
And like cookies that spy on you.
No, it doesn't do any of that.
Cookies that eat you.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Gabby. It is a website that is like completely opposed to everything that we hate about the internet right now. And therefore it is constantly, barely keeping one nostril above water.
Yeah.
But they're working on it. They're working on it. They've got like they've got like a subscriber feature that like doesn't really give you anything, but if you like the site, it makes perfect sense to do it. Then they've got an artist alley they just introduced, which has potential. It's right now you pay like $10 and you get to run an ad for a week, but nobody sees the ad unless they go to Artist Alley, which is a separate section of the website. So you go to Artist Alley and you'll actually go there because the ads don't suck. The ads are relevant to your interests. So like I always go there and check out like the games tag, and it's just a bunch of people promoting their games. And it's like all people on co-host who are like using the platform. They're not just like going on there just to get the ad. I'm sure that could change depending on the user base, but it's you can see how it would be hard to make money from all of this. It's very cheap and very effective and doesn't disrespect the intelligence or time or any of the people who use it. But I don't know. I hope it keeps existing because it's good. It's actually good. What are we gonna do? What do you guys think? What are we gonna do?
I think you're gonna pay the fuck up. Give them their goddamn money. Mm-hmm. It's like a mobster that's threatening to kill himself if you don't pay him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm just talking about my little social network that I love so much. Co-host.
Co-host. It looks kind of like Tumblr.
It looks like Tumblr. It does look like Tumblr, and a lot of people have come there from Tumblr, and it's a much more long form platform, and I am able to like completely filter my experience. Like I don't see a single thing I don't feel like seeing on there, and I think the people are cool, and the culture is cool, and I'm vibing with it right now. And I don't think it's ever gonna get bad. I think it's only, like, they're too principled for that. I think it's just going to run out of money.
It's just going to die. Like every website that's in heaven was cool once.
Was cool once, yes. Well, yeah, but a lot of them are still alive. Well, not that many. You know, last week we were talking about we were talking about finding good video games and how you need a recommendation from a friend or somebody you really trust in order to find a good video game. And somebody mentioned a blog called Electron Dance. And that night I was like lying in bed and I was like, I'm not gonna go back into the video to find out what that thing was called. I remember the word electron. So I spent probably about 10 minutes typing variations of Electron video game review blog, Electron blog, Electron video games. I could not fucking find that thing. Impossible to find. Did you want this? Did you want this? Just a bunch of useless shit that I don't want. I did find, though, a website for a computing platform called the Electron that existed, I don't know, somewhere in the UK. And they still own like a 3-letter domain name. And they have like a fan website for everything Electron. And that website was cool. I should try and find it again. I can link it in the chat. But I found that website. And then that website linked to another website that was called like Totally Cool 80s. And that website looked exactly like it looked when it was made in the 90s too. And I even though I never fucking found Electron Dance, had to go back to the video and read the chat log to find out what it was called. I did go back, and it is a good blog, by the way. Check it out, so that you don't have to do what I did. I did find some other old-ass websites, and I thought that was cool. That I just stumbled on an old website without really meaning to. All right. Let's play the fucking family computer. This is the... Oh. I've never seen this before. We'll help you. Wow, that looks like Princess. So at this point, Joe is removing the disc and flipping it over. Oh, this shit's good. Okay, so they did remake the intro to this game completely. Like that was like a totally different intro.
And this song is like way shorter. It's just this.
It doesn't have that awesome little breakdown in the middle. All right, let's get to it.
Wait.
I'm sure you fall out of the same door, though. You go with Princess?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, those sound effects are different.
Yeah.
You can't not think about Joe's video with those horrible 3D models of Disney characters.
Oh my god.
I think about that pretty often myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little genie lamp.
I didn't make any money from that video from ads because it used that song.
Oh man.
That was when I first started using Patreon.
Ah.
Which I'm using again.
Joe's back on Patreon, folks. He's animating every day. Joe, much like these websites I'm talking about, is looking for a way to make shit without constantly thinking about the profit motive behind it.
Yeah, seriously.
He makes hilarious videos. He's been making them for over a decade, and I think they have value on their own, beyond the value that they can generate. And if you agree with me, check out Joe's Patreon. It's linked on his YouTube channel, which is Yukino Joe. You've seen it before. It's
Joe
your
Grad.
childhood. What?
It's Joe Grad.
It's Joe Grad. Okay, little brand update. I see.
It's always been Joe Grad on Patreon.
Okay. Oh, the Patreon is Joe Grant, yes. I don't know why I'm telling you to go to the YouTube channel first.
That's also Joe Grad, but Yuka Dojo is also it still works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Shows how much I know.
Well, I just changed it on YouTube like a week or two ago.
Okay. Why would you need that bomb inside there once you get in the wall? Is that just to finish off the wall for fun?
It's so I could go back.
Oh, right. Why would you want to go back?
So I could actually see the rest of this level instead of skipping it.
Oh, right. Dun, 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 dun. Right, when you have Princess, you can skip it.
Yeah, you can only skip it with Princess because there's no running in this one. So, like, this gap, you can't pass that as any of the other characters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. You can't. You can pass it with Luigi.
No, Mike was showing me you can't even pass it with Luigi.
Really?
I don't think he jumps high enough.
Wow.
Because you have to, like, you can't run.
Right, there's no running in this game.
Yeah,
Isn't there?
The game is way different without the run button.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like holding down the run button is doing nothing.
No, I know. I always hold down run buttons in these old games where there's no run. Right, so obviously that would be the Super Mario music, and they added a few touches here and there. They like scream. So was this released concurrently with the original game?
I think the wait, was what?
With the original cartridge.
Oh, I don't know if this game was released on a cartridge, or was it?
It might have only been released on the disc system.
I don't know, it might have been.
This song is shorter too.
Yeah, it just loops. They made this game even better when they got the Marios to work on it.
I mean, yeah, because that just makes the characters so iconic.
Yeah, I do like these characters though. I think they're from something.
Well, aren't all of these characters part of a sort of like a mythical canon that we're not really familiar with in America?
Yeah, just something that we kind of just can wonder about. But like we weren't even supposed to because, you know, Mario and Luigi and stuff.
Yes. Just don't think about that. Just think about Mario and Luigi.
Well, there's all kinds of like weird little things like what is the meaning of the snippet? Is he like a World War I soldier?
Right, he does have a gas mask.
He looks like, yeah, he fires bullets out of his gas mask. He's like a World War I soldier.
They replaced that mask that opens and closes its mouth with a oh fucking Fanto. Wait, he looks different too.
Yeah, and he doesn't look mad.
What's going on? Oh, okay, well that's not nearly as scary.
Yeah, Fanta's a little, I mean, he's not as happy looking.
No, he has to look happy. That's super scary.
Yeah.
But also, like, he needs to immediately get mad when you remove that thing. Otherwise, it does not feel like you're raiding an ancient temple for its goods, you know? For its holy booty.
Well, it's not the only time I've seen where, like, a version of a game that was essentially just like a translation also added a lot to the game. Like, it was like a second version of the game.
So was Miyamoto involved in this game?
I don't know. Maybe.
What do we think, guys?
We're guessing why it's good.
We're
guessing why it's good. Guessing. Yeah, like, who's the composer of this? I was asking before the stream.
Oh,
I don't even know.
We don't know.
We're guessing
we don't
why
know
it's
who
good.
made it. We don't know who made it.
They're definitely heroes though.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this game is just like shrouded in mystery.
Yes. All right, so no slot machine. So what is it about Mario that they were like, let's add a gambling component to this game?
It's because Nintendo has a history of gambling. Like,
right.
they used to make Hanafuda cards, which is like a type of gambling.
Right. So really, instead of paying tribute to these these ancient cultural mythologies, they were paying tribute to their own mythology.
Yeah, they do that a lot, where they reference old toys that they don't make anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rob, they reference him in so many of their Wario games, and like Smash Brothers and stuff.
And do they reference Wario, who himself is ancient history?
I guess by now, yeah. It's like it's so old Wario that like we don't even really question it. It's like that's like an evil Mario, and it's like we're just like okay with him.
Right. They're like there's a Waluigi and an evil Luigi and an evil Mario. Is there an evil princess? Daisy.
An evil princess, Daisy. Well, she's not like one of the bad guys, but apparently neither is Bowser or Wario when they're playing sports together. So we don't. What is that now? Oh, it's a mask. It's like a cloud.
Those are mushrooms in the Mario game. Like indestructible little mushroom blocks.
Yeah, like pill bottles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So creepy. It's like a cloud's face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some things are a little more creepy in this than the version we're used to, but yeah, I can't really this Phanto shit is disappointing. Phanto is like one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life, and this just does not provoke the same feeling in me.
No, it's like it looks so unfinished.
Yeah.
But I guess that's good that like they got more time to work on the game.
That was a real smooth move there, floating
Thank
over
you.
that. Yeah, no, they had more time to work on the game, so they got to improve a couple things. Maybe they didn't have time in the original. Oh, they give you a little place to land if by chance you make it.
No.
Yeah, the Sniffets, they're just like, they've just got that bullet, like the war is over, and they've just got that bullet locked and loaded because no one has told them that the war is over.
This guy also looks like something. He looks like he's got like a little plague doctor mask.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask.
And these guys are little ninjas.
Yeah, I mean the Shy Guys and the Sniffets are all wearing masks. A lot of the villains in this game are masked.
Yeah. Yeah, and that bird is now a giant mask.
Yes.
That bird was scary.
Yes, it was. Mouser, just cool.
Little walking around guy.
Yes.
He's got those shades.
Yep, and barely any legs. I love that you're just in, like, I love the way his bombs light up the room. That is like, it really creates an atmosphere in this room. Like, you're in Mauser's room where shit's just blowing up all the time. It's kind of like, you know how Animal Well, like, ignites the entire room when you throw off a firecracker?
Yeah.
It's kind of like they did that on NES. Like, they did it perfectly on NES.
That's cool. I never thought about that effect. Just one of the many things you take for granted.
Yeah.
No!
She does look a little like Princess Bubblegum, yes. Well, I'm sure. I have the feeling somehow that Pen Ward is no stranger to Doki Doki Panic. Oh! What happened?
I chose Luigi, Mama Luigi, and I guess it makes you play the whole game as all of them.
What?
That's different.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like I thought, like, okay, I'll choose a different character, but it's not like that. It's like you have to have them all progress, I guess.
That's odd.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep playing as that.
No. They like talk when they die.
Oh, you can't. No, that doesn't work.
No.
I don't want to get game over. These are my lives.
Yeah, you've been working on these lives. So wait, how come you get the same lives if it's a different guy?
I don't know. That's very strange. I guess they want you to beat the whole game as all of them.
Okay, well then why let you pick a character halfway through the game?
Maybe I was able to choose the stage I just didn't.
Maybe. Yeah, can you flip ahead?
Nah, I thought maybe.
I bet the Famicom doesn't glitch out. Let's...
Maybe not.
Oh, it's also shorter. Yeah. See, Joe and I are...
it did it.
Joe and I are obsessed with this little pop. Yep, doesn't happen. There's a little pop in this song in the original. Not here. I mean, not on the Famicom and not on this, like, truncated version of the song. Yeah, no, they were like, you need another little breakdown in this song. Americans are gonna go crazy if this is the whole song. Like their moms are not gonna suffer that fucking song without like an extra little breakdown. Please. Snippets showed up in the '93 Mario movie as garbage men. I guess that's what we think of the military, huh? Do you think Snippets are actual, like, warriors, or are they stealing valor?
I think all of these guys are... They're soldiers of some sort, right?
They're not very good.
Walking left and right, menacingly.
They are, but they're just grunts. How many of them have actually, like, gotten in a hit on you?
Nah, no. Well, this one, let me get revenge. No! Revenge? No! I'm going to die getting revenge.
Revenge?
All right,
no!
Not worth it. I wanted to see if I could jump across this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
No. Well, they'll probably put you right back there.
Yeah.
We are the monsters. We are the monsters.
This sounds faster.
It does. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Okay, that works. Monsters, we are the monsters. Yes, yes, no. Yes, no, yes,
yes, yes. No, yes.
There we go. That's enough,
That's enough.
right?
Yeah, you can get in there.
Alright. Now we're skipping it.
Yeah.
But I still have to beat this whole world in order to get to the, like, level select thing.
Blaisdell says the Sniffets are just edgy teens in gas masks and hoodies. Right, they're overthrowing the government or something.
Well, in Mario RPG, they're like butlers.
Low-level servants of the enemy.
Yeah. No, they're like, well, there's like different ranks of them. There's the blue ones and the gray ones.
Why don't you ride that carpet and cheat your way through the... Oh, wait, you have to do this anyway.
No, you're right. I think I could skip with the carpet. No, they slowed me down, though.
No.
I'm not gonna make it. Wait, no! I think if I had that Ninja alive, I could skip. Maybe I could use the key. What?
Yeah, that does not strike fear into my heart. Nah, I'm not even afraid of him. It's disappointing. It's like, you know, you're just seeing some shit you were afraid of as a kid, and it's just like laid bare. Oh right, and this would otherwise be the Starman theme that is in every Mario game.
It's still a star, though.
It's true. They kind of stole that from Mario.
Well, they stole for Link's Awakening. They have like Chain Chomps and Goombas as enemies.
Ah. Right.
They just, you know, reuse shit.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everyone agrees it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody cares because that game's great. That's my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah. They're just like, no one cares. Just calm down. No! And you lost your bomb. Where? There we go. Yeah, the Chain Chomps in Link's Awakening are cute.
They're cute.
Chain Chomps in general are really adorable, right?
Oh my god, yeah, they're like dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, right. They're like a little dog that needs to be kept on a leash at all times, even in its own backyard.
That one was based off of a true story. That a dog did that to Miyamoto when he was a kid.
Is that true?
He was held back by a leash. I mean, that's a legend.
Ah, I see. Right, because Miyamoto has like told stories about like being a little boy in the woods and shit and like creating all these worlds.
Has he?
I mean, isn't that the idea behind like Zelda?
Maybe. I mean, it's the idea behind Pikmin. That's just like the game developer's backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, just hanging out in the woods, finding tiny little things.
Yeah, little guys.
That fight each other and die.
Yeah, well, the Pokemon creator would collect bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And that inspired his Pokemon.
Force them to fight.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you're collecting like these brave little things.
Yeah.
Pikmin garden ornaments would be cute. Like one of those big old guys from the, like those piggy looking little guys from that eat. Are those from the new one or have those existed? Those like little doggy looking things.
What are we talking about?
Pikmin?
Yeah.
Have those like dog looking things been in them forever? Or is that
Oh. The dog is like new.
The dog's new, yeah. That was fun. I played the demo. Demo had too many tutorials.
Yeah.
I got it, guys. I got this.
We didn't find Pikmin 2, did we?
No, I would love to play Pikmin on the stream.
Yeah.
Is it on the emulator?
Emulator?
On the N64? Or-
It's not an N64 game.
Oh, GameCube. It started on GameCube.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get our little paws on a GameCube.
No! Alright, I'm not playing this anymore. What would happen if I just died? Could I start over at my last progress? Just let Fanto get me.
Yeah. Yeah. Death by Fanto.
No, he's not doing it.
Ooh,
sound clips.
No!
No! You
All right,
get
let's
to
do
die
that one
again.
more time. This is how we reclaim our trauma. By letting Fanto kill us.
What would happen if I was back in here? Oh, he's here.
Now he's here. All right. You found a loophole where Fanto can still be scary like he once was. He didn't even kill you.
Well, like, maybe they wanted...
What the...
They were going for something different, I guess. That, like, he doesn't look threatening until after you've left the room.
Yeah. I guess so. But there really is something so horrifying about taking the key and just instantly seeing that you're going to be punished.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to, like, run through the door. And the game doesn't tell you that you can go through a door while holding a key.
No.
You have to just figure it out.
Just give it a shot. I love the radish face. Excuse me. So, let's talk about life. I got into a bike accident this week. Well, what was that cute little thing? That wasn't the turtle shell.
No. It looks like...
Looks like a funny little face.
Yeah.
Like a little spider, like a video game spider. So I got into a bike accident this weekend, and I was riding on a trail, and it was like a dirt trail, and I was riding with my son on the back, and we went through a very thick patch of mud and skidded out and just absolutely ate shit. I'll say right off the bat, my son's fine. Thankfully, he was in one of those little cargo carriers with the steel bars around it, and his legs on either side of the bike and his arms were basically protected, and he didn't fall out. So he got a scratch on the knee and on the elbow, and that was it. But the bike fell on me. It was a pretty heavy bike, and we skidded through the mud, and my jeans just tore right off. My entire pants tore right off. The knee of my jeans just split right off, and my hand took a good hit. It kind of looks like when you take the Band-Aid off, it kind of looks like the hand from Vampire Hunter D. You ever see that? It doesn't look good. It's pretty bad under there, and my knee took a lot of dino damage. Looking pretty raw even today. This was on Sunday, and my ankle got the worst of it. I was afraid it was fractured, but I got x-rayed yesterday, and fortunately it's just a sprain. Yeah, we were on the trail. We were taking like a 40-minute bike ride to a breakfast place we really like. Oscar's really looking forward to Bear Toast, his favorite little Sunday morning breakfast. It's just a piece of toast with the crust cut off, slathered in peanut butter, and a little bear face made out of blueberries and banana slices. And yeah, we were all very much looking forward to that breakfast. And we were 20 minutes into the ride. So I skidded out. Mike was ahead of me. He turns around and finds us. And Oscar's so upset mostly because he's covered in mud. He was a little scratched, but the majority of his upsetness was just the shock of falling off a bike for the first time, and the fact that his body was covered in mud. He was so confused by it. And so we were riding along the river. So Mike found an old, the mud did not get in his mouth, thankfully, but it was real thick mud. We were covered in like absolutely opaque mud. One of my feet was just completely covered in mud, and like half of my pants were completely covered in mud, and his limbs were covered in mud. His clothing were fine, but he was really, really upset about being so dirty. So yeah, we found an old Gatorade bottle, filled it up with river water, and we washed ourselves off. And at that point, my leg didn't seem fucked up. It was only later. It was only later when it started to feel really bad. But Mike was like, "All right, are we going home?" And I was like, "Well, it would take the same amount of time for us to go home and not eat as it would to keep on going, and maybe find a place to get cleaned up." So we decided to do that. And Oscar wanted the Bear Toast, so We were in it. And in hindsight, great idea. You don't want to leave a situation like that in defeat. It was better to taste victory at the end of it. So we rode, and thankfully, even though my knee was fucked up, it was an electric bicycle, so I let the bike do most of the work. We rode, and we got to the place, and there was a CVS next door. And we went in, and it felt like a little like Pulp Fiction. We were looking for new clothes, and I found a pair of sweatpants and a pair of flip-flops, which pretty comfortable, pretty nice. Not bad, CVS. But yeah, I got my stuff, and Mike and Oscar are in the back, like getting band-aids, and I'm like checking out, and at the line for, you know, there's no one here. CVS, there's one person working that entire store. There's nobody at the register. So I just went to the self-checkout, and of course there is a woman with like utterly no spatial awareness, hemming and hawing about whether she wants the green mint package or the blue mint package. Can't make up her mind. I'm literally still bleeding. Like, my blood is mixing with mud and coming through my clothes, and like half of my body is covered in a mixture of blood and mud. Mud blood.
Just say that bad word.
Well, yeah, no, it was just beep. This woman can't fucking decide, so I just walked ahead of her and went to the. I wasn't huffy about it or anything. I just walked over to the register, but I could see in the little mirror, you know, the security mirror, above the checkout, that she noticed that I had walked in front of her and gave me a look. And then as soon as she gave me a look, she noticed what I looked like. And then she went back to looking at her phone and left me alone. Cleaned up. Got our breakfast. Really felt like a victory. Then we found out one of our friends was in town, and he was staying with another friend, and we were gonna go have a little cookout that night. So we went over, and it was great. Yeah, it was really, really nice. Very fun. I was so grateful because Oscar was doing fine. I was just so grateful all day that Oscar was okay. And he was being really cute at the party, and just entertaining everybody. Just really, really sweet. But like, at a certain point in the night, I couldn't help but notice that I couldn't walk anymore, and that I was oozing through my clothing in more than one location. Oozing through my band-aids, oozing through my clothing. And by the time we were ready to go, I couldn't walk anymore. And by the time we got home, we took a cab home. By the time I got through my door, I needed to be carried to bed. So the next day was a little better, and then I walked on it all day, and then towards the end of the day, I once again could not make it to bed without crawling. I got a little better at moving around with one leg, but I have never been so without. I guess I've been lucky to never have been so without the use of my leg. But by day 2, I was pretty good at moving around by myself. Not bad at using my upper body strength to get myself around. Not bad at hopping. I was very grateful that when in my bodybuilding, I've done my pistols occasionally. A pistol is when you squat down with one leg lifted. I've made good use of that one, because the top of my leg still works. Anyway, Nah, not really any excitement from here. I went to urgent care yesterday, and the x-rays say no fractures, and I've been walking with crutches ever since. Bet you didn't know all that. But it's true. Man, you gotta play the whole damn game. You gotta stick to your choice the entire game.
I mean, I would have anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You start as princess, you're gonna finish this shit as princess.
But I wanted to try Luigi because I've never seen this version before.
Right.
So.
It would be more fun if you could just switch between characters.
Well,
CVS is very in these years. Why do you say that? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say we could just make our own fake ROM version of this game that does everything we want. A
Right.
grandma could do it. Like, we could do it. There's modding tools. Like, there's so many modding tools. Somebody just made a Mario Maker 64.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, if I knew how to like put shit on that, we could play it on the N64.
Oh, right. We could. It's an SD card, so we probably can.
Cool. Yeah.
Next time, perhaps we'll play that. We should just do an entire Thingus episode of weird mod games that run on our EverDrives and shit.
Yeah.
If you would like us to play some weird mod game that runs on the N64 or on what, GameCube, right?
Oh yeah. We could do Wii Homebrew.
We maybe not Super Nintendo, but maybe Nintendo, right? There's an SD card.
Oh, yeah.
So load us up on your weird prototypes, weird mod games, all the weird shit you want us to play. Let's see if we can assemble a whole episode out of that. That would be fun.
Well, I played some Mario 8, or it was Super Brothers 8. Does that count as one? That's
Yes.
just a shitty hack.
It was a shitty hack, yeah. No, I want stuff a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
Someone ported Portal to N64.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, people do that as like a trendy thing, like doing a game demake. Somebody did it with Dark Souls on PlayStation. It was kind of interesting. I don't know if it was an actual game or just a tech demo. There's kind of no difference.
I'm interested in all that shit. Please send. It got a copyright strike. No! Can we still find it? Almost certainly, right? That shit sucks. Thanks for subbing to Graytreon, Gabby. I can't quite parse this very long thing you wrote here. I can't quite figure it out. My eyes are reading over it, and they're.
We need a lawyer to read it for us. we our law team, what are they called again? What are their names? Barfo, Crumbus, and shit.
Yes.
Thingus lawyers.
Thingus lawyers, Barfo, Crumbus, and shit.
Don't fuck with us. We have lawyers.
Yeah, no, they're quite aggressive. Fortunately, we have not needed to render their services in quite some time, because everybody's been very good lately. We've been dispensing the milk at an even clip, and we might even release some cookies soon.
Yeah, Grandma's cooking.
Grandma's cooking.
Grandma knows just what we like, and she gives us way too much of it. Just like Kendrick.
I'm so happy for you, Joe. I'm so happy. I ask you, chat, if you could listen to Good Kid, Mad City, as if you had never listened to it before. Wouldn't that be special? Well, that's how Joe felt this week when I played it for him. So you listened to it again after you listened to it in my house?
Yeah. Yeah, I listened to it one more time, and then I listened to Good Kid a few times.
Wait, you listened to another one?
Good Kid, like the track.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You haven't listened to it. Well, you have to be interested in rap. I don't know if just listening to it apropos of nothing would do much for you.
Right, I've like taken an interest in hip hop. I feel like we had a conversation at the beginning of the year, like trying to guess like what music is going to be like in the next year. And I think we might not have said it, but I think we were both thinking hip hop. Hip hop's doing something.
Well, I mean, from my vantage point, hip hop's been around for 50 years and it's kind of winding down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're probably feeling that way because you're listening to some of the greatest music made in the last few decades, and it's energizing you because it feels novel.
Well, it just feels like the only music that matters.
I mean, it was for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
And what matters now, you ask? We don't know. There's a few genres that are just probably never going to make it into the popular consciousness, like blackened math metal and shit like that.
Yeah.
Metal is very interesting. It's orchestrated with the same care that the great composers of the classical age gave their music. There's some real masterpieces being made in metal, but only a few weirdos care.
That's true. I have noticed the weirdos that care.
Yeah.
They maybe you're right. They may be onto something by caring.
I mean, they are. But whether it's going to have a massive impact, like whether a generation of kids is going to hear it and it's going to change their life, I don't know. It may only...
Who gives a shit about that? It's just some stupid fucking YouTube influencers that are like... It's like when someone says a diss, it's like they soy out, but like not even at the right part.
Right. You got the guy from tonight's thumbnail from like a YouTube rap influencer channel, right?
Just something like that.
Some guy soying out over like the Kendrick diss track.
Yeah. I mean, that was me. I thought it was amazing. Like last time I was like, why did he do more than one? And I just thought everyone was better than the last.
Oh man.
And until finally it felt like there's nothing really left to say.
Yeah.
So I get that now, why he kept making them, because he was kind of coy at first, and then he starts getting into the real insults.
Right. He's an artist. He's realizing that he's got something and he's rolling with it, right?
Yeah.
Like our artists repeat themselves because they haven't really
just
hit
do
it
this
yet.
one?
Didn't you? No, I don't think so. No, the other one starts differently. Did Joe just do this one?
I just did this one. But anyway, he's good. I don't know why he got so mad at Drake. I feel like that's the one thing I can't understand. Like, why does he care so much about this? I mean...
Well, I mean, Drake was on that album that you've been listening to, so...
Okay.
I think, if you feel disillusioned by somebody who was on your album...
Yeah.
That's, I feel like that's pretty potent right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is such a great way to use the Fanto challenge to have you like dig down into the dirt and steal it and then come back up with it.
Oh my god, this is like by like the skin of my teeth. I am getting through this with one heart. These shy guys are all like, hey.
I love that, Gabby, that your dad likes one rap song. That's really funny. That's funny when a dad likes one song, a single song of a genre. It just did it for them. Or like a dad who likes one movie, right? That's really funny. I had a friend whose dad really loved Nacho Libre. And just watched it all the time.
Yeah.
Like when a movie is just perfect for you. It just does everything you need it to do. It caught you at the right time and it does everything. Like Nacho Libre caught this guy in middle age. And it was exactly what he needed.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I've never seen Nacho Libre. Maybe it's great. I don't know. I just kind of assume those like Jack Black movies from the 2000s are pretty bad.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of them.
I've seen School of Rock, which people say is good, but kind of, I don't know, kind of bored by it. You know, it's one of those better than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I don't know if I'd watch it repeatedly.
No. He likes one Weezer song. Which song is that? Is it, let me try to guess without looking at the chat. Let's probably Say It Ain't So, right? It's a song about, your estranged father. My Name is Jonas. Song about working. Yeah, no, I was pretty cheap of me to guess. All right, I'll guess. Oh, Island in the Sun. All right, that would have taken me forever to guess. I'm like, your dad likes a Weezer song. What about the song about a dad?
Do you not have one? You only like one song? God, that's too long. What?
What only like one song? What genre, like willful genre ignorance do I subscribe to? Let's see. Like in music or anything?
Well, I guess in movies, there's sometimes actors that people just don't know what to do with, but like one person who's just like good directs them or something.
Oh yeah, I mean that does happen all the time where you get like a good director with like an actor who's usually in terrible movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time. It's awesome. I really love when that happens.
Yeah, I mean like, we saw Uncut Gems, and doesn't Adam Sandler make nothing but terrible movies?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, okay. I will grant you that Adam Sandler has mostly made a bunch of cheap, terrible movies with his unfunny friends. But not for a while. The Sandman's been on a track here.
The Sandman's been on a track?
Yeah, no, I mean, he made Uncut Gems, and he made another movie that's like also kind of about basketball, I think, that's supposed to be good. It might have been a miniseries or it might have been a movie, but he's been a little more serious.
Yeah, well, that's
lately.
cool. Because
Yeah.
I thought that movie was great.
Yeah.
And, you know, I saw 8 Crazy Nights, and that movie is...
Oh, that's
well,
terrible.
It's terrible, but it's also like, you have to watch it anyway.
Because it's a movie about Hanukkah?
Because it's just like well animated, and like, it's like watching any of those terrible animated movies that they sunk like billions of years into, like Delgo.
Right. Well,
which
yeah.
I can't even get through, by the way.
No, you're right. 8 Crazy Nights was made basically at the end of 2D animation, right? Right? At,
That's
like
a
around
good way
2000.
of putting it, yeah.
It was like it came out around the same time as like as what, like a late era, like a Lilo and Stitch, or was it that late?
Yeah, something like that. That was like 2001 or 2.
Yeah. No, I remember that movie not only being, it's not just like, you know, dry and unfunny like most animated movies are. It's sort of like incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's like really bad in some ways.
Yeah. But
There's like ads in it.
But yeah, you're right. You're right that like it's cool that it exists because it's like a well-animated 2D animation film about where there's like a caricature of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that it exists. It looks better than it has any right to look. But that was like how movies looked at some point.
Well, like, so you talk a lot about the 7.5 sweet spot or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is there also like a 2.9 sweet spot?
Right, where something is so terrible you got to check it out.
Well, like a movie that's really shitty, but also like good in a way, and you have to watch it.
The problem with those movies is usually you just want to watch like a few minutes of that. You don't want to watch 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You have to be a special like John Waters level talent to make a terrible movie that people want to sit through.
Yeah. Well, I felt that way about Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Funny movie, but I never want to watch it again.
Yeah, who made that?
It's like the guy. He's like the same guy who did the Barnyard Show and like the Thumb Cinema. Was he the Thumb guy?
Oh no.
Yeah, like he's made a lot of really trashy entertainment.
Right,
Kind of
right.
like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. You know who gets way more credit than they deserve? The Broken Lizard guys.
Who?
Broken Lizard, they're like this like comedy troupe. They made a movie called Super Troopers years ago.
All right.
Does that ring a bell?
I haven't seen it, but yeah, I've heard of Super Troopers.
Yeah, it's like I should love them because they're like an indie comedy film troupe who has successfully made quite a few movies. Not an easy accomplishment. And yet I've never laughed at a single one of them.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
too bad.
Well, yeah, I feel like we have high standards for comedies, like Mel Brooks or like David Zucker, like Airplane or Top Secret.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that shit's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true that the Broken Lizards just kind of have like that like college style humor kind of shit from the 2000s.
Yeah,
So-
like the Mad Show.
Yeah, it's just like shit that like my mean boyfriend thought was funny. Like the boyfriend who played Final Fantasy with me and yelled at me thinks is funny.
He yelled at you for not looking at the link he sent from collegehumor.com.
The Man Show. Yes, that oppressive 30 minutes a week that I spent being kicked out of the living room while my older brother and his friends watched The Man Show.
Bad
The
show.
Bad Show.
Well, good news. That fucking guy who made The Bad Show is back with a
he's-
terrible cartoon.
Wait, what? Jimmy Kimmel has a cartoon?
Not Jimmy Kimmel.
Adam Carolla?
Yeah.
He has a cartoon?
Yeah, it's on Daily Wire.
Oh no.
It's called Mr. Burcham. It's about like a guy. I guess he's conservative. It looks like shitty. It looks like shit of the hill. Like it's like, you know the deal if you've seen that show. He's a conservative, but a nice guy, and he's relatable, and everything liberal scares him and is
Yeah.
repulsive.
Right.
But like this just looks like, you know, some stupid shit from Adam Carolla.
Yeah, no. Well, look, Adam Carolla, okay. I have to give Adam Carolla some credit. Like, I was never really, like, listening to Loveline, but I think it's kind of cool that, like, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew just, like, made this, like, dating and sex advice show
Yeah.
forever, for, like, the longest time.
Really?
Yeah. I have not listened to a whole bunch of it, but, you know, Dr. Drew is like the dry, spectacle-wearing expert, and Adam is like, so here's what I'm wondering. And, you know, like, he brings that attitude to it.
Okay. So he's good on the radio?
I think as a broadcaster, he's definitely got more to offer than he does as a broadcaster with like a straight man, you know?
Yeah.
He's got something to offer. Of course, the best show is better than Loveline. It's the whole reason I call him Adam Carollo. That's like a Tom Sharpling original right there. He just like, whatever name rolls off his tongue is what he calls them.
I heard, I was watching someone talk about Pixar, and they called Michael Giacchino Paul Giamatti. It's like, why do they have to get Paul Giamatti for every single Pixar movie?
And you just like, if you listen to these guys, you know what that means.
Yeah, like I was following.
Yeah. No, I really love that. I love when like that shit just stays in my head forever. Like Chapo just calls Ben Shapiro Ben Shapino, and they've been doing that for years, and that's just his name as far as I know.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Like,
nice cartoon, Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah, he has a bad conservative cartoon too, right?
Oh, I mean, he's like the Daily Wire guy.
Oh, okay.
So it's like on his network, right?
Okay, gotcha. Right. So all of these guys who are not funny at all have like bad shows on the Daily Wire.
This is all they wanted. This is why they just spend years like trying to get attention saying like shit about, you know, whatever on social media. It's because they weren't funny, their scripts weren't good, so they thought it's easier to be a commentator.
Right. And now they're trying to make scripted things.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah, go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Start small. Go to Newgrounds. You'll get blammed.
Did we ever listen to Z100? Absolutely.
Yeah, I woke up with Z100.
All right, so here's my memory of Z. Here's my flashbulb image of Z100. It's nighttime. We're in the Florida room, which is a room of our house that was not a legal structure, that leaked and was freezing cold all year. And it's where all of our video games went because our parents got sick of us playing video games in the living room.
Yeah, we had to put some of the older consoles in there.
Yes. So us in the Florida room at night, playing Final Fantasy VII and listening to Z100 and running over to press record whenever a song we wanted was playing.
Oh my god.
So like Titanic, or like Share Believe, or oh no, that came later. Share Believe came later. Janet Jackson. Shit. What's that song called? No, I can't remember. There are times when I look above and beyond.
God.
Together Again, right? Listening to Together Again with the record button going.
Yeah.
While playing Final Fantasy VII in a wet room. or Final Fantasy VIII, perhaps. Yeah, that's Z100. Z100, and we would listen to the morning shows and shit. What was it, like Scott and Todd in the morning?
I just remember like what was his name? Fuck.
The DJ?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Z Morning Zoo.
The Z Morning Zoo. Yeah. You know, it surprised me to know that shit's just everywhere. Like that there's a morning zoo. Like every local radio station has a morning zoo. I just assumed that Z100 came up with all that shit.
What the hell does that mean?
Mare's mean boyfriend had better taste in video games than who?
Than her.
Yeah. Than me, yeah. Yeah.
Liked games for bed.
Z100 would play all those really hilarious racist song parodies. Like when You remember, like, oh my God, sorry everybody for dredging all of this up again. You remember, like, when Mambo No. 5 came out, and there were like, all right, so first there was a song parody called Combo No. 5, and it was done with like a racist Asian accent, and it was about ordering at a restaurant, right?
Really?
Yeah. So they played that all the time, and then I guess that song was such a big hit that they had other like ethnicities, and the Jewish one was called Bagel No. 5. Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. That's where you used to get that stuff. It wasn't on the internet. It was just on some shitty morning zoo show that like you'd be like in your parents' bedroom trying to wake them up like earlier than they'd like. And that shit's just playing on their alarm clock radio and they're sleeping through it. Cuz your parents have 4 kids and they learn to sleep through everything.
Oh, wait. Let's play some Donkey.
Better taste in video games than your mean boyfriend. Worst taste in TV shows. What TV shows did my mean boyfriend make me watch? Let's see.
Anime, right?
Yeah, there was some anime.
No!
I mean, nobody was making me watch anime. I would have watched that on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In those days, you were just like, anime?
Yeah.
An anime, you say?
An anime? Yeah, exactly. I like anime.
Yeah, I was thinking about Utena. Remember that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people remember Utena. That one is held up. That's a classic.
Yeah, we just like saw that Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was translated. Like there was an English dub of it. Yeah, we just rented it, and I was like, there's lesbians in this. I'd never seen a cartoon.
No.
That was new. Yeah, it was pretty revolutionary. Absolutely. Oh yeah, everyone's talking about I saw the TV glow. I'm trying not to read anything. When I read too much about these things, I don't want to see them anymore. I'll check it out in my own time. I'll check it out. Go in blind, absolutely. Absolutely. If there's something good out there, I want to go in blind.
Yeah, I want to go blind.
Yeah. When there's something bad, I want to go blind. Oh yeah. So was this the game that there was a scandal about the review magazines giving it praise, being paid to give it praise?
No, I think when this game came out, everybody loved it, and then years later, we all decided it was terrible.
I see.
Donkey Konga 2 was the game that they were paying somebody, like either GameSpy or GameSpot, whichever one was like a review site. They're like, I don't know how they were caught, but they were caught.
They were caught.
Ethics in game journalism.
Yes, that's right.
Just a little ethics, please.
Do you know anything about Gamergate? Were you at all aware of that?
Yeah, I was right there.
You were there.
I was there.
Because you were on YouTube and Newgrounds.
It was a lot of people getting mad about other people and like, I feel like it's an already existing problem in games that people were trying to like blame on somebody.
Yeah, well, that's like a common thread of conservative conspiracy theories in general, right?
Yeah.
It's people who rightly recognize that something fucked up is going on.
Yeah.
But then instead of acknowledging the scale of it, they look for one guy they can be mad at about it.
Yeah.
Or one girl, more likely.
Yeah, like trolling became like an industry after that.
Right. It turned trolling into an industry. I used to love trolling. When I was a young piece of shit, trolling was the most fun thing you could do with your time. It was so funny because you were actually the one laughing. You were pulling the strings. You were having fun. And later you'd be going out with your many close personal friends.
But like, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna pretend that trolls used to be cool and have friends, but you know.
No, I mean, you were supposed to not feed them, but they got fed. Like Heidi, it got fed.
Stop feeding Heidi. All of my son's babysitters have to be told.
Yeah,
Don't feed Heidi. I
Heidi
swear.
has tricked us
Yeah,
all.
I swear to you, she's been fed. I know she's crying like she hasn't been fed. It's not because she's hungry. It's because you're different. This is so long.
I know, because there's so many characters.
So, okay, so like these games are only like a few megabytes large, right?
Probably this one's probably on the larger end. Like Mario 64 was probably like 16 megabytes, and this game is probably like 64.
Okay, but still, like, it must take up no memory at all to just show these characters dancing around. Like,
well, the memory is different because like that's why we needed that little booster pack.
right.
Because the N64 couldn't do all that without that.
Gotcha.
But that's very little memory. That's only 4 megabytes. Mm-hmm. So that doubles the memory? I'm not sure.
All right. Well, okay, so this is a rare game. It looks like all the other 3D rare games for N64.
Yeah, 1999. Yeah, this game, I feel like this was kind of a turning point for Rare. They were done with all these fucking games. Like, they made so many of the same game. Like, they started making fun of themselves with Conquer. Mm-hmm. This game is like, I feel like it was cool at first because they would do stuff like with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie where they would just like make it more complex. They made levels that like are interconnected. Mm-hmm. They gave us even more like power-ups and shit.
Right.
But then like here it feels like it's just too much crap.
Yes, yes.
There's 5 playable characters. All of them have upgrades to learn. All of them have their own colored banana collectibles. All of them have their own golden banana collectibles, their own etc. There's so much shit that you can get in this game, and they make you get most of it.
They make you. So, okay, because I remember Rare at some point being criticized for the endless fetch quests.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you have to get the thing so you can go to the thing.
Yeah. Okay. No, we have not checked out Doki Doki Lit Club. Can you remind me what that is? I do not remember. Gamergate came back, you're right. That was a few months ago. Okay, so the panic behind Gamergate definitely came back. It didn't amount to anything, though. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so, oh, it's a visual right, you mentioned it as a game that we should check out, that it was sort of out of left field. Let me make sure I've got that on my wish list. Comicsgate, that was something different.
But is it all the same idea?
Well, here's what I remember. I remember, this is already so old. This was only like 3 months ago, but it feels like forever ago. It was like, oh my God, let me try to remember what it was. It was some company that does like sensitivity reads for games, and somebody noticed that all of the stupid woke games that they hate had sensitivity reads by this company.
Okay.
Which was totally just coincidental, you know, like all the games that they happen to hate use this very popular company, right?
Yeah.
So from what I can remember, the conspiracy was that this company was turning all of their games woke and gay.
All right.
And then they were orchestrating like a campaign against this company.
These people are nothing but Pikmin. It's just like a big group of guys, and a little guy, a white guy, is like, and they beat something or someone to death, not really knowing what it is, and then they consume it.
Yeah.
They make more guys.
They make more guys. Yeah, they just throw each other at it.
Or they just make money. Pikmin are just used to make money in the second game.
Oh man. Well, yeah, because ultimately, like, you know, if you're on these like social media sites, there are people that are literally just content farmers. They don't have any viewpoints of their own. They just are briefed every morning on the latest thing that we're mad about.
Yeah.
And then they just tweet about that until it's done. Right? So the only thing that's going to happen is that a few people are going to get harassed online.
Yeah.
Right? Did I get it right? Is that how Gamergate came back? That's what I thought I knew. Great. Comicsgate I don't remember at all, but it was restricted to Marvel and DC. Right, because somebody rightly got the sense that these comics suck, or they rightly got the sense that a lot of video games suck, and then they went and blamed it on one little, like my mother blaming it on yellow number 5. Just looking at the ingredients and being like, well, this is what they all have in common.
I hope for your sake, you're right this time.
No.
So they're locking up all these characters until Donkey Kong fetches the yellow banana.
I mean, I thought we came to the conclusion that yellow number 5 could, in rare cases, be an allergen.
Yes, we did, right, and we decided Mom was right.
Mom was right.
Well, maybe the Gamergate was right. maybe it's time to reevaluate, guys. What do we think?
I mean, does harassing someone ever fix anything?
Absolutely not. Okay, so the way Blazedoll remembers it is that there was a character in Alan Wake 2 who was a black woman, but she used to be blonde during development. And that Alan Wake is generally a beloved game, except by the people who think there's a conspiracy to wokeify the game. Yeah, that's like, it's just like, once again, stupid people, rightly noticing that video games are bland.
Yeah.
And that none of this shit actually matters at all, right? People do make arbitrary decisions like that. And that's not the same as, like, you know, having representation in your game. It's an asset choice. And nobody who actually wants to have representation in these games should see any of that as a victory. It's stupid, you know? They rightly recognize that, but then their answer is to, like, their answer is like completely bananas. Bananas, right? That's this game.
Oh, banana. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like to be mad at people who want representation in games, or to be mad at like one little company that's like, you know, one group of people out of thousands who are making these bland games.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely no way that some tiny company contracted to work on these gigantic, you know, billion-dollar video games is going to have any major influence on the game.
Yeah, I mean, a studio could be trained to make any kind of game. I feel like it's more that this is the kind of game that people are making.
Yeah. This is the game. This is the game that up until recently didn't make anyone mad. And that's all game developers want, is to not make anyone mad. They make a lot of choices based around that.
But like they often make people mad.
Yeah. Well, you can't please everyone. Maybe you shouldn't make billion-dollar games that need to make billions of dollars.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess so.
Maybe you should make a small game that makes a few people very happy. What do we think?
I think that there's a lot of waste in making a billion-dollar game. Well, not that they really do billion-dollar games, do they?
Sure they do, yeah. I don't know which games are billion-dollar. I'm sure the chat can tell us, but there are definitely games that that run figures like that. Maybe not cost that much to make. Are there any games that cost $1 billion to make?
Yeah, I guess a game that took like over a decade, maybe. Cost $1 billion. But like, is that actually a price, or is that just like a lot of waste?
I mean, yeah, I could see a game taking $1 billion to make if like millions of dollars were wasted on a game that was canceled and then restarted by another studio and like, you know, just in hell for years and years.
Well,
what's the most expensive one?
Well, GTA is probably the biggest. The new GTA 6
is probably $1 billion.
It's probably $1 billion game. Yeah,
right,
they've been working on it forever.
Yeah. The 10 biggest video game. Generating an AI answer, but yes. Okay.
Just put the fucking bot in the chat if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I know. I may as well have a fucking bot. All right. GTA 5 so far has cost $265 million to make.
365?
265.
Oh, 200.
So a quarter of $1 billion.
Yeah.
But it stands to make $1 billion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's not done, so it's gonna cost more. Yeah.
But what? Like, I guess that's not. Maybe that's not the biggest game though. I mean, the Elder Scrolls is always a big game.
Yeah, I mean, there are, you know, indie games cost millions of dollars to make now, so.
Yeah.
The AAA is exponential. Why are these games so fucking expensive? They just fire all the people after they're made. What are the layoffs this week? I heard IGN.
Pixar.
Did Pixar lay off a bunch of people?
Yeah, they laid off 175 people.
Oh man.
They laid off. You know who they laid off? Oh my god. Shut up. I wrote down. Well, it's in the news anyway. They laid off the woman who saved Toy Story 2.
The one who had it on her hard drive at home because she was pregnant.
Galen Sussman.
They laid her off.
Yeah.
She has been made redundant.
Yeah.
They don't want her to save movies anymore. Movies don't want to be saved.
Well, she just hasn't had a kid in a long time. It's like, imagine like you just had a baby and they still expect you to do work.
Yeah. Yeah. So they put you at home. And they're like, why are you still at home? We just noticed that we never made you go back to the office. Well, you know, the pandemic. Okay, well, there was 10 years in between that and Toy Story 2. What the fuck have you been doing? No, it's more than that.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years. That was 1999.
She's been cruising. She's been cruising on that maternity leave for a long time. They finally got her.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Right, she entered menopause. They're done with her. Well, that's very symbolic, right? Like that somebody whose role was so important by accident, but regardless, right? They got rid of her. I mean, yeah. There's just like endless stories about video games doing well and then the studio getting liquefied after the game's out. They just burn them off after the game's out. There's no...
Sucks.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. The whole point, I was supposed to throw these oranges? Are you kidding me?
Well done.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Meredith? Something about games sucking.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, this looks stupid.
Squawk, you gotta throw all 5 barrels.
You gotta
You
throw
got
them.
it?
You gotta throw all of them before the timer. Is that it? Really?
It's a stupid tutorial. They don't let you out of here until you do them all. Well done!
Yeah, this shit sucks. It sucks almost as much as the lives of all those people who woke up without a job this morning. Oh, you know what else I want to see? Sight unseen. I don't want to know a single thing about it. New Francis Ford Coppola. You hear about this?
You Francis Ford Coppola?
Yeah, the director of The Godfather.
I thought he died.
He's very much alive.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
This is the end of movies right now. This is the end of movie. They're all making their last movie. All the good guys. And he just made a movie. Oh, that movie looks like shit. Yeah, we'll see. I also like One from the Heart, okay? I think Coppola's great. And he made a new movie called Megalopolis. Megalopolis. He's been trying to fund this movie for 40 years. Nobody would fund it. He's been funding it himself for 40 years. He's given it all to make Megalopolis.
Megalopolis.
Yep. I don't know anything about it, but it's the work of his lifetime. He couldn't wait to share it, and yet he was very patient. I think it's so cool to make something, to actually finish something that you've been trying to make for 40 years. I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to know a single thing about it.
Yeah.
Yes, he did sell his vineyard to fund it. I do know that.
Wow.
Yeah, no, don't even tell me who's in it. I don't want to. I already knew that, but don't say a word.
Yeah, it's already hyped up too much.
Yeah, right? Well, so Francis Ford Coppola made a movie called One for the Heart that nobody likes,
Okay.
but I think it's tremendous.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting at home, can't get out of the house to see Megalopolis, see if you can track down One from the Heart to see what this guy thinks about in his spare time.
Wait, so Megalopolis came out?
Yeah, it just premiered at Cannes. I don't think anyone's seen it yet,
All right.
except a bunch of dorks in the press.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost done. We're almost done with movies,
We're
right?
almost done.
Right? No more movies soon.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. All the greatest have been made.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think we're done with movies?
Nah. It's just that movies are like, we're not gonna sit through like a feature film anymore, right? Like all movies are gonna be like 20 minutes long now.
Oh, well, that's not movies then. That's something else, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, movies for the longest time, you know, movies that between 80 and I don't know, 240 minutes.
I'm so bored already.
Yeah, I know.
I hate movies. I mean, my sister Jackie always says I hate movies.
Hate movies.
And I agree now.
Can't sit through that shit. Well, 90 minutes is a perfect movie length for me.
How long was the fucking Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, that had to be 3 hours long.
I was pissing my pants.
No.
Terrible.
Only James Cameron can subject me to 3 hours of movie.
Fuck you.
And even that, I'm like,
And to everyone, everyone, fuck you if you make a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Although there are people who make it fly by.
There are people who make it fly by. There's a few. Well, I haven't seen what's the bomb movie called?
The bomb movie.
Bomb guy.
That movie's the bomb.
That movie's the bomb. Well, the movie was not a bomb, but it is the bomb. RRR was a good 3-hour movie, but it took me 3 days to watch it. Oppenheimer, yes.
Yeah, sorry, I always think it's
Julia.
Oppenmeyer.
Oscar Mayer.
Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet because it's 3 hours long.
No.
What else was 3 hours? Was Poor Things long?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Poor Things. I haven't seen The Boy and the Heron yet.
No?
I did
wow.
not get out. I did not get out this year.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm kind of off movies. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it doesn't seem like there are any more good ones.
Well, you feel like you think movies are gonna die because the guys who make them
The
are gonna
last
die?
great generation of filmmakers is gonna die. I guess Poor Things is doing it, right? Mr. Poor Things.
I don't know who Mr. Poor Things is.
He made what did he make before that? Yeah, the Favorite, which was great. That was really good. So I'm sure it's good. I just don't have time. I can't give a whole night to this shit.
Yeah, it takes up too much time.
Yeah.
I mean, a video game you can kind of just turn off.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Killers of the Flower Moon. It was a real endurance test, but also a very good movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Took
there
me
are
2
those.
nights. Took me 2 nights.
Movies demand too much of you.
I mean, you know, you'll play video games for hours. What is the difference?
Video game demands a lot from you too. Look at the bullshit I had to do just to get to this.
Yeah, you played through a tutorial instead of watching Wings of Desire. You played through the fucking Donkey Kong 64 tutorial.
Terrible. 20 minutes of my life.
Well, the thing is that the movie promises that's how long it's gonna take. The game doesn't tell you shit.
Yeah, I don't even know where the level 1 is.
The game entices you with fun, and then it doesn't deliver.
No. No, they were too busy with the fucking shadows.
Yeah, too busy with the fucking shadows.
And that sound effect.
Yeah. I won't be able to help you with a description of a movie. I don't know. I really try not to hear about movies until I see them because I hate discourse so much, and I hate people trying to get ahead of how you're going to feel because I feel like they try to do that more aggressively than ever before.
No!
No. Well, I told you what happened when I went to see Love Lies Bleeding. I didn't know a single thing about this movie. And at the beginning of the movie, they're at this theater. I don't know if this was everywhere.
Yeah, you said there was some asshole giving an introduction.
Yeah, giving an introduction and telling you what the movie was about. And I literally had to cover my ears and talk to not hear it. I went la 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 to not hear it.
Yeah, who is this and what are they demanding from me now? That I don't enjoy this movie the way my own brain perceives it?
Well, the thing is, Joe, you're very stupid, and you're not going to understand half of what you're seeing is about. You're not going to understand. And it's really about this, okay?
Oh my god. I hate that so much.
Yeah,
Saying what something is about.
About, yes. What it's really about.
What it's really about. They just tell you. We all just know.
They'll just tell you because they don't think that you are going to be able to find a connection in yourself.
Yeah.
And really and that I counter you can find a fucking connection in anything. Like you watch something as a child, you don't understand half of the things you see and you find a connection. And
Yeah.
I would go even further and say that finding a connection is the whole pleasure of watching these things.
Yeah.
And you're robbing people of that. That's
Yeah.
not fair. That's a
Yeah.
crime.
Yeah, like John Lasseter does this to Miyazaki's movies and his book and everything about him. He puts himself into it.
God.
Jerk.
Drop dead. Go rub Satan's shoulders. Creepy fuck.
Yeah, that woman who saved Toy Story was probably just trying to get away from him by having a baby.
No, I can't come in. I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to come in for a while. Yeah, elaborate on that. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's how everything should be treated. It is the Chad approach to enjoying art.
Yeah, like, why do people ask you, what does this mean? And you're supposed to respond?
No! You're not supposed to respond. You're just gonna be, you should be like, you know what? Just enjoy. And allow that person to enjoy the way maybe you would have enjoyed. Allow it to be new to them. If you know you've got Good Kid Mad City in the palm of your hand, you've already exhausted it on your own, but you know there's somebody who might be able to enjoy it the way you once did. Just put it on. Try not to fucking talk. Like,
yeah, seriously.
all right, well look, we were smoking a little weed and I started fucking talking. I'm sorry.
No, I was like reading the lyrics, but then I was like, I'll just listen to it without
Just listen.
reading.
You'll be able to figure them all out eventually.
Yeah.
It takes a few listens, but then eventually you get it. And repeat listens is part of the pleasure too. You shouldn't have to get everything on the first try.
Yeah, it's true.
I think, as long as something's got a hook and a good work of art will have a hook. Even if that hook is, you gotta suffer through Trout Mask Replica a few times before you start to enjoy it.
Yeah.
If that's the hook, fine. It's no wonder Captain Beefheart died in poverty. I mean, it didn't really have a hook.
Yeah.
But Frank Zappa kept being like, you guys gotta listen to this. And, people did. Eventually people did.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't have a hook? Does it have a point?
Does it? Oh yeah, of course it has a point.
Feels like it. There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
So it must have a point.
Yeah. He wrote about the things that gave him the blues, like Dachau.
Yeah.
Like he wrote about weird little thoughts and his stream of consciousness and shit. He wrote about the world the way that he sees it. And he screamed it out in his own voice. And he got a bunch of other weirdos to play along with him and synchronize their weirdness. Or maybe just his weirdness. Do you think he orchestrated every note of that? Or did he let the guys do their thing?
I don't know. He probably just saw, a band as like an organism, like writhing and like making weird sounds that are just like organic and human sounding, but still like not music exactly. But I feel like there might be a simpler explanation that like they were trying to use like guitars as percussion or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. He saw a reason and rhyme to all of it.
He's a great musician. Like when he makes normal sounding music, it's good.
Yeah, he didn't want to make that anymore.
Yeah.
He wanted to fuck with it. And boy, did he ever.
Well, you have to, and that's what made Picasso great, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. He was a traditional painter before he got all weird.
Before he said fuck it.
Right. Just see what comes out. Yeah, no, I do love Captain Beefheart, even though he's completely inaccessible, and there is nothing to hook you there.
Well, that's maybe what we have to focus on now. That like, not everything is going to resonate with like 30 million people.
No, but it's still worth making, and it's still worth checking out. It's just your time is limited. So what do? You need somebody you trust to recommend things to you.
Yeah.
Fun, nerdy Stone College students curating content. Let's see, what would I have recommended to you in college? College. Well, I was into.
3000.
What was that?
Andre 3000.
Yeah, but you didn't need to recommend that to anybody. It was everybody was listening to it already.
Yeah, it's true. It was everywhere.
No, I would recommend a lot of obscurities that I found through being in school, like The Thief and the Cobbler.
Oh, right. Yeah, you showed me that. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know anything, so like I guess Andre 3000 was as obscure to me.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you can still appreciate Andre 3000 as a fresh thing. You know what obscurity I still love and recommend to people that I found out about in college. Osamu Tezuka made a cartoon called, I believe, The Origin of Life, something to that effect. It is unfinished because he died. Wait, I don't know if he died before it was finished, but it is unfinished. And I really don't want to say much about it because that would kind of turn the whole thing, show the whole hand. But let me see if I can remember the title so I can recommend it to you all.
Okay.
It might have been called History of the World. Let's see if I can find it. How did Osamu? None of this shit doesn't help. Fucking Google.
Yeah. Here's your top possible searches. It's like we're not listening that well, but it sounds like you're asking for this.
Oh my god, this fucking AI. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, this is important.
This is important.
We can't find anything. This is why we need more viewers, so we can have a bigger sample size. People will rush. They'll race. They'll rush for the milk. They'll race to get the milk and tell us the thing, and we'll be like, thanks.
Yes, please. Okay, well, I found it. This film is called Legend of the Forest, and it was meant to be 4 movements, but only one was ever actually finished. And I'm sure you can find it online. Legend of the Forest. Now, it appears that Makoto Tezuka finished a second movement in 2014. I have never seen that. There is apparently more that has been made. This is his son.
Wow, I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that, but definitely check this shit out. Legend of the Forest. If you've never seen it, you've never seen anything like it. Check it out. Let me see. What other shit did I love in college that I would still recommend?
Well, you were asking about Soviet animations. If only we knew the titles of any of them.
Yes, I would like to get into Soviet animation. I haven't seen too much. The one that I remember most fondly is the Hedgehog.
Hedgehog in the Fog.
Hedgehog in the Fog.
Yeah.
It's like a gorgeous cartoon. It's very, very wonderful. You know, in college, I watched a lot of shit like L'Âge d'Or, right? The Age of Gold, where they're slicing up eyeballs. And I listened to a lot of the Pixies, where they sing about slicing up eyeballs. I watched a lot of dark movies that I would never revisit, like this movie called Sunshine. I think it was called Sunshine. Was that it? Or wait, Happiness Which is the one? It's either Sunshine or Happiness. Which is the one where what's his name plays a pedophile? God, sorry, I'm so terrible at remembering this shit. Happiness, yes, thank you.
Happiness.
That's the kind of thing I would never watch now, but I watched in college.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It was definitely, you know, it dared to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrific. Oh, you're the one you watched is horrific. I see. You know what's a good movie to watch in college? Peter Jackson's Heavenly Creatures. You ever see that?
No, what's that?
It's one of his earlier movies.
Uh-huh.
He made like splatter films like Dead Alive.
Yeah.
And he made a movie called Heavenly Creatures that stars a very young Kate Winslet, and I forget who the other lead is. But it's these two girls who kind of live in a fantasy world together, and it gets dark pretty quickly. Definitely one of those movies I only needed to see once because, you know, it eventually gets upsetting.
Yeah.
Yes, Requiem for a Dream is a quintessential watch once and never again movie.
Watch once and never again.
Watch once and never again, and I did watch it in college. I watched it in college. I put this in the new Perfect Tides game as a caption you can get. I watched it in college. Some person on the internet told me to watch it in the dark with headphones on, by myself. So I just sat there in front of my fucking computer with headphones on and watched the uncensored version of Requiem for a Dream. Why? Fucking why? But we'll never know, right?
Yeah, then you showed it to me.
Yeah, that's right. I did. You're right. Okay, so twice and never again. Come and See. Oh, I've vaguely heard about that movie. I've never seen Come and See.
Did you ever see Funny Games?
No.
Once and Never Again.
Once and Never Again. All these movies that are called like
Beauty.
Happy. Yeah. Well, yeah. American Beauty is Once and Never Again. Nothing super fucked up happens in that movie. You gotta watch Kevin Spacey for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Once and Never Again.
Once and Never Again. But there's movies that I really like that. I just don't want to see them again.
Yeah, exactly. You watch them one time, you're good. City of God. Excellent movie. Once and Never Again.
Yeah, what else is Once and Never Again?
We've got about 20 minutes. Pi. Is Pi the movie? No, I'm thinking of something else. Which is the movie where they invent time travel and you believe it because they get real technical about it? There's no special effects in this movie, but you buy it.
Yeah.
No, not Life of Pi. It might be Pi, or it might be Primer. Thank you. Yes, it had P and I in the name.
Yeah,
yes.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know if I saw Pi. I keep confusing the movie Pi with Powder. Powder is never, just never. Don't ever see that one.
Powder? What's that?
Powder was a movie about like an albino guy who had magical powers. Everyone was very mean to Powder. In fact, I don't think that was his name. I think that was a nickname born of cruelty.
Okay.
Powder has magical powers. And I'm pretty sure the director of Powder did some really bad things that he got away with. I don't remember what they are. There's apparently an Indian remake of Powder with songs. I would watch that. That sounds really fun. You keep thinking, is that the one where that 70s show guy dies from 9/11 at the end? Is that the What's that the end of? Wait, is that this a serious movie that what's his name? Keep wanting to. Oh, the Butterfly Effect. Okay, the Butterfly Effect is very good. That one is actually really, really worth watching. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That one's great. You remember the part where he wakes up with no limbs? Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I shouldn't be giving it away. Check out the Butterfly Effect if you want a real piece of. You want a real stinky shit to watch. No, I've never seen Life of Pi. It's just that one. It just seemed like a. It just seemed very like, what you see is what you get. I don't know. Maybe there's an excellent movie there, but you know, you ever feel that way where you're just like, I got it. I saw the cover of the book. I know he's on a boat with a tiger.
Yeah, I saw some of it on TV, and it's like, kind of like a tech demo. I don't need to sit through this. I didn't go to see it when it was new.
No. Yeah, I've never read the book, but all right. What about To Pimp a Butterfly Effect? All right, well, that's interesting because I actually think there's something to that. The To Pimp a Butterfly Effect would be when somebody is so well regarded and generally hits so often that I completely lose interest in them. I think that's the To Pimp a Butterfly Effect. That's the name of Kendrick Lamar's album after Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Everyone loved To Pimp a Butterfly. And it's good. It's good. And then he did another album called Damn after that.
Okay.
And I only listened to it one time.
Oops, sorry.
And everyone loved it and it's good. I feel like that would be a good name for what I feel about Kendrick Lamar. And it's not fair. It's not his fault. But I feel like that does happen sometimes where something's really good and then there's more and it's also good. And there's more and it's also good. And you fucking moved on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you dissing him for being good?
No, it's not his fault. This is me. Yeah, damn won a Pulitzer Prize. Doesn't that just make you want to fall asleep? Right? When it's so good it wins a Pulitzer? Where are you going to go from there? How's it going to excite you? When I hear Pulitzer Prize, I do not get excited. I'm sorry. Like, his album is Damn and mine is Sorry.
At least it's not might delete later.
No, nobody wants that.
Yeah,
nobody wants that.
I realized I hadn't even listened to that song he did, that he deleted.
J. Cole, that's so funny. That's so funny that he did that.
I can't hear you too well.
Oh, am I hard to hear? Are you okay?
I think I hear you now.
You hear me? All
Wait,
right.
no, it's quiet.
It's going in and out. Did I mute? Is mom muted? I'm not even like getting a mute. Oh, wait. How about now? How am I sounding?
I can hear you.
Sounding okay on the stream?
Yeah. How's the volume?
I better not.
I just realized this AC was on this whole time.
Oh yeah, I don't think the AC is being picked up too badly.
Okay.
I mean, we need it to live. It's hot up here. We're on the 3rd floor. I better not diss K Dot, otherwise he'll make a 6-minute long diss track eviscerating my soul. Yeah. No, he'll tell me all of my crimes that I didn't even know I've committed.
What should we play?
I don't know. You wanted to play a 2-player game?
Yeah, I wanted to play Super Smash Brothers.
Sure. Dun, dun, ba-da-da. I have not played this in a very, very long time. This will be a fun little... This is also a Florida room game. Playing this in a moist room with like, everybody. Everyone would just come over and play Super Smash
I
Bros.
don't blame them for kicking us out of the living room because this game was like always on.
Yeah, exactly. Our parents did not want us to smash in the living room anymore. I love it. It's like some little toys in your room are fighting. So cute. Yep. That was like pixel art.
Yeah.
I love all this silly little shit. Like, you see them in their world.
Yeah.
Man, N64 was such a cute console.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I meant what I said.
What?
Oh, that our parents didn't want us to smash. Everyone's having a field day.
So I remember finding out about this game from a magazine at the store.
Uh-huh.
It's like that was just how it was done back then.
Yeah, from a magazine. From Nintendo Power. The one magazine that told you what Nintendo games were perfect, like, got a perfect score.
It was some other magazine. I don't remember which one, though.
Ah! Right. You had to, like, knock somebody off the face of the earth in this game. Ah, I keep jumping into a brick. I've never been good at combat games. And Smash Brothers, I literally just button mashed the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, Smash Brothers is actually pretty basic compared to, like, Street Fighter.
Right.
There's just A for regular attacks and B for special attacks.
Nice. Right, and there's no, like, energy meter. You just knock them off the edge, right?
Yeah, like the meter just is just like how far you'll fly when you get smashed or thrown. But yeah, we played this game a lot.
Yeah, this one was always on. All right, we're at the end of the night here, so Thingus, villains and heroes. What do we think?
Ronald McDonald.
Hero or villain?
I don't know. I guess villain, because I was watching some of these commercials and thinking like, these are cool. Like these commercials for like McDonald's in the 80s and then the 90s like just got better in the 90s. Like there's all these puppets and like props and shit. It's a lot of fun, those McDonald's commercials.
Yeah, I mean, it was Grimace's birthday. And Ronald was the one to go to his house and shoot him with a gun.
There were so fucking many of them. There's like 30 per decade.
Yeah, no, you're right. There are at least 30 Ronald McDonald's commercials per decade.
And then just suddenly completely stopped.
Nothing. Yeah,
Nothing.
no more Ronald McDonald.
They would never.
No.
Well, I think they also kind of stopped with the Disney movies for a while. Like, they did one with like every Disney and Pixar movie for years. And then it was like more like DreamWorks movies.
Oh, really?
I was like watching some old commercials and it just like went from Disney to Pixar to DreamWorks and then back to Disney. in like recent years post-pandemic.
I
They're
see.
they brought the Happy Meals back, I guess, or not they never got rid of them, but like they started promoting them again after Super Size Me left a giant crater in their marketing.
That's right. They had a big problem with Super Size Me. Oh no, wait, I picked Kirby by accident. Can I go back?
Yeah.
How?
Just press B. But yeah, like they had to figure something else out. So they like stopped marketing to children entirely.
Oh.
And now they market to teens with TikTok memes and shit.
Well, I mean, who's a more reliable customer than that? Like people who have not yet learned how, the reasons for responsible food choice and have never had more money or agency to buy cheap food.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we were kids, they were big on selling it to kids because it was like you could have a birthday party at McDonald's.
Yeah, but they don't promote that anymore.
No.
You can't even do it anymore.
I don't think so. No, there's no party room at.
Yeah, there's no birthday parties at McDonald's. So that changed, like, I mean, there's a lot of things that changed.
Yeah.
I feel like 2D animated movies going out of fashion was another thing. But like I didn't realize that like pretty much all of these movies and the 3D ones too, they all had a McDonald's promotion.
I mean, yeah, they really had us, didn't they?
They had us.
They really had us. We were sitting on that bench at the Incredible Universe next to Ronald McDonald.
So Ronald McDonald is my villain, but he's also like, I don't know. It's like, why can't we have entertainment that looks like this? Why does it have to be like marketing? Why is like everything like everything gets like the marketing gets all the budget? Like I was watching some old Trix commercials too. And it's like,
oh yeah,
for years, and finally now they look like shit. But for
Right.
years, all those Trix commercials were like the highest quality American-looking animation.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Those were some good. Those were some good, well-animated ads. Well, they had to catch your attention.
Yeah.
So, did you want to talk about breakfast cereal? If we're
Yeah.
talking about villains, we got a few minutes
the
here.
Trix Rabbit is like a victim. He's a villain because he wants to be denied his cereal.
He loves it, doesn't he? Well, I was just thinking like about like the whole phenomenon of breakfast cereal and how like it's like not healthy at all.
No, it's not good for you. And like we had like Fred Flintstone and Tony the Tiger for years telling us that this is like a legitimate thing to eat in the morning.
Yeah, part of this complete breakfast.
Part of this good breakfast. Whatever that means. It's like, it shows like some fruit. It's like, it doesn't tell you that the reason it says part of this good breakfast is because it has no nutrition in it.
There's no nutrition in it. Well, it's fortified with calcium. Like they're forced to put something into it.
Okay,
And
yeah.
but you know, you can also get other things that are good
Vitamins
for you. That are,
and minerals.
yeah, you can get other things that are good for you that are fortified with calcium, like
Yeah.
milk, for instance. You don't even have to drink milk. Oh yeah, I forgot about these little victory. There, Link is in the background clapping.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Free for all! Mario!
Let's do Yoshi.
But yeah, like Tony the Tiger, they're great. Like, saying in those really old commercials that like it's good for you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, like, everything in the breakfast food realm is pure marketing, right? Like,
Yeah.
bacon and eggs is the true American breakfast. Is like World War era propaganda.
Yeah, he's our villain, right?
Edward Bernays, absolutely, yeah.
Edward Bernays, who invented eggs and bacon.
Well, yeah, I mean, like...
Told us that green was, like, a good color or something.
Yeah, he wanted us to eat green eggs and ham.
Him and his stupid green eggs, and everyone just, like, went along with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he got Dr. Seuss in on it. They wrote a book about it.
They convinced an entire population to eat spoiled meat.
Right. Meat that had been salted beyond its ability to rot.
And they had Fred Flintstone being like, look how smooth it is. It like goes, it comes out smooth.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. And make sure you eat it inside a disposable Dixie cup so that you don't get venereal disease.
Wow, I love marketing. I love that it's still happening with Fred and Barney are still doing their shit.
They're still hawking Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. You and I were thinking about Flintstones vitamins the other day,
oh my God.
right?
With the fucking vitamins too.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they did cigarettes. They did beer.
Yeah.
They did stupid fucking like push pops. They did
Oh yeah, you're right.
Terrible cereal.
And it's like
two kinds.
Who wants to do what Fred Flintstone is doing?
Yeah, he's extinct.
Well, it's just like, yeah, I mean, those Flintstones kids vitamins were rancid, right?
Those tasted like ass.
Yeah, like the worst. Like
I thought we already had that shit fortified into our shitty cereal.
Yeah, no, we don't need to eat that, Mom and Dad. Like, the vitamins I give my son, he thinks they're delicious. He never fights. Our mom would shove those in our mouths while we were watching TV. We'd be sitting in front of the TV and her hand would just come with the Flintstone vitamin and shove, like, indiscernible which character it's supposed to be, by the way. There is not an actual representation of a Flintstones character
No,
there.
you're not looking at it, and if you were, you couldn't tell if it's Fred or Dino or Wilma.
No,
they all look the same.
It makes no difference. So, like, when we finally threw those couches out, there must have been an entire, like, 10 million strong and growing under those couches, right? Just a colony of Flintstones vitamins.
Oh my God, yeah, the DuckTales NES game that was like inside of that couch's bowels was just completely stuffed with Flintstones.
Yeah, little multicolored Fred Flintstone vitamins living in our couch forever, where they were somehow lost. We don't know how they got there.
We're still trying to figure that one out. But the sugar commercials, which is what they really are, have kind of died down. Like they don't push that anymore.
Well, I don't know how they reach children right now.
Well, okay, Frosted Flakes is still going, but like Frosted Flakes, they've been struggling. They always like try to depict like Tony as like being like really active, because you have to be really active to justify eating Frosted Flakes.
Right. I mean, every athlete on the cover tells you that this shit's good for you.
Yeah.
So Tony's a hot tiger. He always has been.
Yeah, because he eats Frosted Flakes?
He was kind of a cute little pussycat tiger for a few years. But then they quickly made him hot.
Yeah. Well, maybe that movie Robin Hood happened and suddenly they all had an epiphany.
Robin Hood, right. Joe's never seen Disney's Robin Hood. And I told him, and maybe a couple of the real furries in the chat can verify this, I told him that he really cannot understand furries unless he watches Robin Hood. I feel like that's very prototypical stuff here.
Yeah, it's true. Although, as we talked about a little, there is a whole Soviet side to it.
Wait, there's a Soviet side to furries?
Yeah.
Okay. Clue me in.
Have you ever heard of New Pagani?
No.
It's really good. It's like they're Tom and Jerry.
Ah, I see. Oh, you're right. Even Tom and Jerry has a bit of a furry
oh my God.
thing going
Tom
on.
and Jerry, I was streaming the other day and somebody was like, Joe, what's the best cartoon ever made? And I don't know, Tom and Jerry.
Wow.
And it's
All right.
like, do you think so?
I think conceptually it's one of the best. I think I can only stand to watch like, you know, a couple of those in a row. I get tired. I get tired of it.
Yeah.
But it is terrific. But no, it's true. Like Looney Tunes barely touched the potential of female characters. They never did any female characters. They hated women. They didn't want any women at Termite Terrace. But over at MGM, they were cooking up a few girlfriends for Tom. And I'm sure everyone has their favorite. I like that mean bitch who's just white. She doesn't have any hair or anything, you know?
Yeah.
She's just a sleek little white cat. Oh, she's mean.
Yeah.
She hates Tom. Like he could buy her the world and she'd hate him and he'd love it, right? Furries are government psyop to convert American citizens into fully fledged communists. Well, I mean, they do skew left, these furries, don't they?
Yeah. I think maybe there's like an environmental part of it that like people relate to animals because they're threatened by humanity.
Could be. I think this is our last battle because it's 11 now. We're gonna wrap this up. All right. So yeah. Well, Tom had girlfriends who were kind of just a cat though, right? Like not anthropomorphic. Just what? Am I
Just a
Mario
cat.
again?
Yeah.
How do I keep picking Mario? I don't know what I'm doing at all. Got no brain rattling around in here. Oh, what happened?
I
Oh,
quit.
you quit. Okay. How come I keep picking? There we go. Four stocks, no items, Dreamland for final battle. Wait, did I do it?
No.
Okay. Well, I will do Dreamland. How do you do the four stocks, no item?
You could just like do this.
Oh, okay.
Or wait, maybe you have to go back. I don't know if you can you even turn off items in this one? Doesn't look like there's an option.
Professional battle time. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dreamland? Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like if you play this game competitively, you probably don't use the real version. You use like the version that has all the like added features.
Right. Oh my god, I don't remember shit about this game.
Yeah, I mostly played this.
All of Fox's moves are like jumping and shit.
Yeah, well, he's fast.
Not me. I'm not. Yeah, no, we haven't unlocked any characters here. We don't have Ness. We don't have Falcon Punch guy, right?
Yeah.
I need a few more brothers in this room to properly unlock all the shit. Right, Jigglypuff.
Yeah, and, what about the last one? Can you remember the last brother?
Luigi. I can't figure out how to do a single fucking attack. More Pokemon. Snorlax.
Yeah, it's like a big rock in an RPG that blocks your path, except it's a Pokemon.
Nice.
Instead of getting like a big like bracelet to pick it up. You play a flute so he wakes up.
Wow, well, I guess that's it, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it sounds like it's quite busy in there right now.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, I believe there's some talk of all kinds of things, and none of my business. None of my business. So, any closing thoughts before we shut this show down?
Let's see.
Yeah, is there anything we promised we would talk about?
Promised, you say? I don't remember.
No promises were made.
We played some Doki Doki Panic. It was different.
Yeah, what's the verdict? I think I like the Mario version.
I think they got another chance to make this game. Like they got a whole new audience who'd never seen it. Because like they didn't even bring the Famicom disk system to America.
No.
So they made this game as Mario 2 and added and made it so much better.
Yeah, no, a perfect little addition. I mean, so many wonderful additions that, you know, perhaps we just see the true game as the version they made for us, but I feel like any game benefits from a little streamlining and a little extra care to the music and stuff like that.
They added the sound.
Yeah, they added the glitch.
We love that.
We did. We added the I know. I'm gonna go listen to it right now.
Yeah. It's like you can't listen to that without hearing that in your head.
No. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. I hope next time we do the stream, nobody has been in an accident, and that we're all doing well, and that we've all become furries.
Yeah, and that we all make our own video game.
Yes.
Like grandma.
Every last one of you. Don't let 2 generations of children stop you. They love you and they believe in you.
Yeah, I mean, the more children, the better. Like that one lady.
That's right. The more children, the more instant players.
That's more people you're making your game for.
Exactly.
It's like 6 players. That's more than most people.
Yeah. Grandma, don't give up now. Now is the right time to make a game.
Well, I just think that if you make something for someone in particular, someone specific, that you really know they exist and they're going to play it, that could be where it stops. That could be your only audience. You should still make it.
You should still make it. I mean, you know, a lot of people just make a game that they want to play. And that's enough of a reason.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you make some shit because you know it's going to make people you love laugh, and you know it's going to delight them, that's pretty good too.
This shit was just made as a joke. Like,
Yeah.
they just slapped this game together.
Uh-huh.
And we're like, hey, we should release this.
And look where we are now. Nothing but fond memories of playing it in a leaky old room. In a wet room.
A smelly old room full of mice and cute cats that would kill them.
Yep. After school every day for an entire year. At least. All right. Good stuff. All right, everyone. Good night. Bye. Thanks for